Welcome to the NOFSRL. Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 11 in season number 7 of the NOFSRL Turkey Hill Truck Series. Got some midweek racing going on here in December from the Chicagoland Speedway. This is the Menard 225 here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. 38 laps of action around this 1.5 mile speedway in Joliet, Illinois. And it's a little bit bittersweet coming here now that the track is unfortunately more than likely done in its existence in real life. But we do plan on coming here in 2021 for the Cup Series and Turkey Hill National Series. And obviously, we're here tonight for the Turkey Hill Truck Series, and definitely getting very interesting in this series, especially considering that we still have 8 races left to go in the season. I'm joined alongside Josh Williamson for the call of this race, the newest NOFSRL member. Great to have you on board with the team. But Josh, this is going to be an interesting race because Stacy Stickler comes into the points leader, but she's midway through the pack here, and Joe Rutkowski a little bit farther ahead. Do you think Rutkowski's going to have a shot at possibly taking the points lead heading into the next race here?
I would definitely not rule it out, but also don't rule out Stickler. She could probably work her way up from the mid-pack to the front. Rutkowski could fall towards the back, but this is a shorter race, 38 laps, so I reckon you'd like to be up towards the front, so I think Rutkowski's going to be the beneficiary out of this one.
We're just going to have to see how it all goes down. There will be a set of pit stops in this race, and this is, in fact, the 10th race of the season, not the 11th race of the season. I just read score for it, and it says that the last race is race number 9. This should have gone up last week, but last week was the last week of school, the first week of our Christmas season at work, and by the grace of God, we're still open. And I worked every day last week, too. So I didn't have any time to do this, and that's why you guys are seeing it as late as you are. But other than that, we're finally here for the Menard 225 with 8 races left to go in the season. We'll also have another race probably on Saturday here for the trucks, but definitely looking forward to see how this all shakes out here from Chicagoland. In the point standings, Stacy Stickler holds on to the points lead. She took it away at Martinsville a couple weeks ago. 236 points towards the championship for her. Joe Rutkowski, Christopher Alfby tied for second in the points, 218 points behind each. Or should I say they're just 18 points behind each, not 218 points behind. They have 218 points. They're both 18 points behind. And then Zachary Fitzwater, Colton Yo are tied for 4th in the points, both 29 points behind coming into tonight's event. And we'll get these guys to roll off here from the Chicagoland Speedway. And starting on the pole position is the Trans-Tasman Racing driver of Elijah Gordon, 2-time Cup Series champion. First pole of the season here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series season number 7. Alongside Keegan Thompson in number 41. Both of those drivers looking for a good run here today as they're both deep in the points coming into tonight's event. There's your defending Turkey Hill Truck Series champion, Fisher G, alongside Stuart Graham, who has not had the best of luck so far this season. As a matter of fact, 37th in points, 150 behind. He could use a great run here tonight. Owen Miles to the inside of Sebastian Kukulon. Ethan Lewis to the inside of Audrey Barnauskas. And second in points, Joe Rutkowski to the inside of Dan Park there in row number 5. It's the top 10 starting positions here from the Chicagoland Speedway. Josh, who do you think is going to go to victory lane here on the Menards 225?
I'm going to go with Rutkowski there, starting in the 9th position, coming in second in points. I believe that 10 truck has what it takes to get up to the front. He's had some strong runs this season. Look for him to have another strong run tonight.
We're going to have to see what he can do. Stacy Stickler kind of midway through the field right there as our points leader, but she had a great run in Martinsville. They get her 18 points ahead of Rutkowski and Christopher Alfby. We'll have to see what she can do here tonight at Chicagoland. We're green flag racing underway in the Menards 225 at Chicagoland Racing in the Windy City. Lap 1 going to be led by Elijah Gordon. Great jump at the start for him. Side by side for second. Owen Miles in a battle right there with Fisher G. Here comes Keegan Thompson in the 41 on the inside lane. Then you got Lewis and Kukulon on the inside as well. That's a 3 wide going into the back of the field. But keep it together for now as Elijah Gordon continues to lead in the Menard-sponsored truck here in the Menard C25.
Not sure how much longer that's going to be going on, though, because we have the 99 Owen Miles trying to work his way up there. He's in the second position, as well as the 25 Fisher G there, moving up into the third position underneath the 41 of Keegan Thompson. He slides back on the outside, and Kukulon in the 98 benefits on the outside, as well as the 10 of Joe Rakowski going down the back straightaway.
Rakowski going to have a good shot here on Kukulon. It's actually Ethan Lewis there, just moved up into the third position. Fisher G in the middle here. Falling back just a little bit, but getting that middle line the work. It's a very unique racetrack. That middle line works through turns 3 and 4. And the inside may not necessarily be the place to be. One of our favorite mile-and-a-half racetracks on the schedule. A bit of a shame that it's more than likely done in real life. But hey, it lives on in NOFSRL 2003, and we'll be coming back here for the throwback weekend in the Cup Series next year. So we're definitely looking forward to that. As Owen Miles looking forward to the inside of Elijah Gordon. And he's going to hold that middle line and take the lead away from the two-time Cup Series champion, Owen Miles, to the point here at Chicagoland.
That was a power daredevil move to the inside by Miles. And how about Rutkowski there? He's going to go to the inside of Kukulon. Oh, Elijah Gordon slips high going through turns 1 and 2. That's going to allow Lewis to close in on the inside. They're going to be side by side going off into turn 3.
And Ethan Lewis has a strong truck right there. Kukulon going to look to the inside of Gordon as well. That's going to give a benefit to Ethan Lewis as Elijah Gordon cannot hold that middle line. And Ethan Lewis going to move up to second here at Chicagoland. Kukulon right there looking to get to the inside of Elijah Gordon. Gordon stuck on that outside lane right now. There goes Fisher G looking to the inside of Rakowski. I don't know if he's going to get a run on him, but it looks like he will. Great run there for a defending Truck Series champion who comes into this race 10th in the point standings. Like I mentioned, a win here today could easily shoot him in the championship contention here. We still got 8 races, including this one, left on the schedule, so lots of time for a lot of these guys to make up points and have a shot at this Turkey Hill Truck Series championship. Stacy Stickler not having the best of runs right now. She is mired back in traffic in the 19th, now 21st position. And the way they are currently running, she would only have, to do the math correctly here, a 2-point lead on Rutkowski heading into the next race on Saturday. I can't remember where the next race is going to be. It won't be Armory Digital like I think it originally was, because that is a night race, and we want to give these guys a bit of a break so that they're not going one race, day off, and then a race the next day. But we'll be somewhere on Saturday for the 11th race of the season. And after tonight, only 7 races left to go in the season. And Stickler, she keeps on bouncing back and forth in this points battle. But she is still holding on to the points lead the way they are currently running at the moment.
And one thing about Fisher G, though, you mentioned how a win would vault him up in the championship standings. G did not win a race last season en route to his Turkey Hill Truck Series Championship from 2019. Here he is in the top 5 as he gets around a fellow Mountain Dew truck there on the outside of Joe Rutkowski and the 66 Dan Park coming in behind. But G looking to make a statement here on his championship validity as he's moving into the top 5.
Gordon moving back to the inside there of Ethan Lewis, trying to get a advantage on him, but nothing at the moment for the Trans-Tasman Racing driver. How about Trey Smith here, number 1 machine, moving his way through the field for Natchring Racing. His teammate Scott Upton won at Atlanta earlier in the year. And Trey Smith here coming in 21st in points. Hasn't been the best of seasons for the Turkey Hill Series champion. But I'm sure he's looking forward to the Cup Series. Going to be his first ever Cup Series season with Full Frontal Motorsports. William Brock's team there. That team had a very stellar season. Even though they didn't even win a race, they were extremely consistent last year in the Cup Series. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing what Trey Smith can do over there in the Cup Series. As for second, Elijah Gordon going to take it away there from Ethan Lewis as Owen Miles continues to lead. Here comes Isaac Nichols in the number 14 machine. Great run for the Aussie right here. It's Keegan Thompson's teammate. Thompson's falling outside the top 10, but Nichols is flying through the field right now. A great run there for the number 14 team. He's currently in the 7th position as he's gotten around Joe Rutkowski. So now up to the 6th position for Isaac Nichols. And Nichols, a lot like Elijah Gordon, a couple guys who haven't raced in a long time here in Napa Fan. Both with opportunities to go to victory lane here tonight at the Chicagoland Speedway.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I didn't think I'd seen anyone challenge Owen Miles since he moved into the lead, but here's Elijah Gordon getting up right behind that 99. He could have a shot going down to the low side here off turn 4. No, Miles is gonna stretch away. Now Elijah Gordon's gonna have to try to gain back all the ground he just lost there, but he's also got to worry about Kukalon, who's just behind, and Ethan Lewis in the 53 there. It's a 4-truck battle for the lead right now.
Huge run for Elijah Gordon through turn 2. This may be the opportunity Gordon needed to get back to the race lead, and the caution is out as Silas Orta's gone around in the 73, and it looks like Ethan Lewis's teammate may have gotten caught up as well, and that will negate the opportunity for Elijah Gordon. Owen Miles wins the race back to the line, and this is going to be a good opportunity for these drivers to come down the pit lane and service their trucks for the evening. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the fuel run should be around 30 laps here. I know the last time we did a race, which was the Thanksgiving 500, I didn't quite have that down correctly, but I have done many more races here at Chicagoland and these mile-and-a-half racetracks, and the fuel window should be about 30 laps. So these guys should be able to come down right here, service their race trucks, and we should have a race to the end here at Chicagoland Speedway. So this is going to be interesting. This is not a fun pit lane for these drivers. A little bit difficult to get in and out of this one. We tend to have a few moments on this pit lane. Sometimes these guys are a little bit slower here than they are at other racetracks. So, going to be interesting to see who pulls off with the race lead off the pit lane. But Owen Miles leads them down for the cycle of pit stops here in the Menard 225 on lap number 15 of 38.
It's going to be interesting to see if anybody can leapfrog him, too, because there's obviously going to be splitting strategies. We're still a little early in this race, just before halfway. I would not be surprised if anyone tried to gamble and try to short pit here, but man, I don't
contact
know.
on the pit lane. This is, I was saying, that's Keegan Thompson who got in the Fisher G. I don't know if that's going to affect either of those guys. Fisher G might have gotten a little bit of damage out of that one. And off the pit lane, it'll be Elijah Gordon. Just barely edging out Owen Miles, I do believe. Miles is driving away from him right here, but I believe they're going to give that spot to Elijah Gordon in the number 12. Because I do believe he crossed that line first. So this will be interesting to see how this whole thing cycles through to the finish of the race. But not too much of a shuffle up front. Have a few positions changing, but nobody dramatically losing positions. Dan Park all the way up to 4th. Great run for him in the number 66 machine. Then you got the 14 of Isaac Nichols and Joe Rakowski still inside this top 10. How about Colton Yeo for his 3rd win of the year? And Colton Yeo there, only 29 points behind. He could have a good opportunity at possibly getting another race victory here this evening. But first, let's go ahead and see what happened to Silas Orta in the back of the field to bring out the first caution of the night here in the Menard 225 at Chicagoland. Well, we're going to see what happened right here, and Silas Orta is right behind Dale Lightning, and the number 67 of Dale Lightning, I believe he had a tire go down, and Orta had nowhere to go. And all these guys are going to surpass the 73, but the 79 of Eric Monaco had nowhere to go as well. He had to check up, sideswiped into him, and then Monaco's teammate, Jesse Turner, back in there. Gonna run right into the 73 machine and send him up into Eli Bright. That's where Eli Bright got his damage. And then Agar Barreto in the 54. That's going to more than likely take Barreto out. A lot of front-end damage for the driver of the number 54, Igor Barreto. But a tough break there for those guys involved in the accident. Thankfully, it wasn't too big. No major hits. Otherwise, Barreto's going to probably get knocked out right there. But other than that, not too bad for these guys. I think Silas Orta was able to stay on the lead lap there in the number 73.
Coming down here into turn 1. Again, something's going to go wrong with Lightning there. Tire, something. Monaco, lucky to not get very much damage there. But, oh, poor Jesse Turner puts his teammate up into the 8 and the 54, and around they go. But again, no particularly hard contact. I think they're all going to be okay.
Yeah, the good thing for Orta is I don't think that's going to be enough damage to knock him out, but for Barreto, that's not going to be survivable in this race, and I think that's going to take him out. And Eli Bright, he's got a lot of right side damage right there. That's going to hurt the aerodynamics on the 8 machine, so we'll have to see how it all goes down for those guys. But either way, Get back to racing here at Chicagoland. Elijah Gordon nicked out Owen Miles at the line. We'll have to see if he can hold him off from the rest of this race. Back to racing in the Menard C25 here at Chicagoland. We are back here at the Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, Illinois for the Menard C25 here on this Wednesday evening in December. The track is set in June, though, and the temperature is showing 80 degrees, but that is not possible in real life. But we're just going to pretend I didn't say that. Elijah Gordon back up front here. He made the pass on the pit lane, barely over Owen Miles, and had that benefit of having that first pit stall there. But Miles right behind him with Kukulon, Dan Park, Ethan Lewis, Isaac Nichols, Joe Rutkowski, Colton Yo, Logan Williams, and Stuart Gratton, the top 10. We should be good to go on fuel to the end of the race, so no worries on the pit lane. It's a straight-out, flat-out race to the finish here at Chicagoland with 21 laps to go.
That was I thought they were going to go 3 wide there off the start, but looks like Miles might be able to cross to the inside. He's going to get the race lead back here. Potentially, Elijah was able to leapfrog him off the pit road, but now they're going to be side by side, and potentially, Owen Miles, when he did get the lead off of the start of the race, he was virtually untouchable, and now he's going to try to get it back, and this could be good for him as now, 3 wide behind Rutkowski right in the middle of it.
Dan Park moving his way through the middle here, but he's going to lose a little bit of ground right there as Kukulon pushes Elijah Gordon on the front stretch. The number 12 machine going to remain in second, but Dan Park in a battle right there with Kukulon. Here comes Rutkowski to the inside of Ethan Lewis, and how about Logan Williams? This is a pretty much a home race for the Williams brothers. They live on the north side of the border around here in Wisconsin, but hey, those guys would love to get a race victory here. Andrew Williams isn't. Well, Andrew Williams is just outside the top 10, so those Williams bros could have a shot at winning it tonight. So we're halfway through the Menard C25, and Logan Williams there running in the 6th position. But Kukulon moving up through the field in the 98 machine to the inside of Elijah Gordon for second as Owen Miles continues to lead. Got 3 wide back in here. Isaac Nichols to the inside of Logan Williams and Joe Rutkowski as they enter turn number 3.
Yeah, I'm seeing this. Oh my, as the 38 slides up into Rutkowski, 38 Logan Williams, and they somehow keep it going there. Unbelievable. But I'm seeing the same thing here in the early parts of this run that we saw in the last run. Everyone being side by side behind. It's killing the momentum they might have to Owen Miles. And he's just going to try to run away with this thing as now we see Ethan Lewis, the 53, on the outside of Stuart Gratton, the 21. Gratton coming in last in points. He's looking for a great run as he gets to the inside, tucked in behind the 14 of Isaac Nichols.
Yeah, we'll have to see what he can do. He's got Alonso behind him. Remember last week at Martinsville, Alonso almost got that race victory, but Nicholas Samadia was saying something else at the end of that night, and Alonso would definitely have to get some redemption from that one. Alonso's had a solid season, especially after that great run he had in Martinsville. Comes into this race 63 points behind, and with 8 races left to go in the season, including this one, he's far from being out of championship contention. So it's been a good season so far for Alonso. Currently just inside the top 10 right now. And if these guys can stay single file, which he's going to go for another position there on Stuart Gratton, we'll have to see what Alonso can do with that good run. But right now, this race seems to be one between Owen Miles and Elijah Gordon. Miles lost the traction, off of turn 2, and Gordon going to move right to the inside, and he's going to look to take the lead right away here on lap 23.
No, look now, Dan Park in the 66. When they get side by side, he might have a chance to close in as Elijah Gordon is going to go to the lead. That's going to hurt Owen Miles' momentum just a little bit. Now through the tri-oval, off into 1. I wouldn't be surprised if Dan Park leaped out going into 1. Doesn't look like he's going. He might. No, he's not going to be close enough there on the inside to do it just yet, but I would not rule it out here in the next couple laps. Dan Park is going to try everything he can to get up there, as well as Logan Williams and Sebastian Kukulon, who are arriving on the scene there, 4th and 5th behind the 66.
Yeah, the least experienced driver in this top 5 is Logan Williams, but even he has run a full season in the Turkey Hill Series. But Dan Park's been around a long time, Kukulon's been around a long time, Miles been around for a decent amount of time, and then you got 2-time Cup Series champion Elijah Gordon leading the pack here, and all these guys are rookies compared to this guy. And Elijah Gordon looking for his 2nd win of the year on that event. Like I mentioned, won the Super Truck event in the Junior Johnson Memorial Shootout earlier in the year. he is looking to grab another Napa fan win in his stellar career here on Napa Fan. That's kind of been revitalized here in 2020. He took a while off here, but he is back, and he has definitely shown us that he has not lost that magic. And with 13 laps to go, he may be en route to his first win in the Turkey Hill Truck Series this season. Eli Bright's off the pace in the 8 machine. Tough break for him, and Nicholas Amadeo also had a problem earlier on as well. So tough break for our last winner, and then the 54, of course, Igor Brito caught up in that accident out of the race here at Chicagoland. And Eli Bright is not going to be Elijah Gordon's best friend after this one. Dan Park going to get in the play, and contact with the leaders. Park's around in the 66. Inside the top 5, Bartow's going to crash right into him. Alphabet also caught up. Nelson and Dale Lightning in the back. So that was a disaster for North State Racing, as two, or should I say both of their drivers got caught up in that accident. Dan Park, Trey Bartos, Silas Orta coming in there late. Oh, brother. And Alphabet, who came into this race 18 points behind, had a struggle in Martinsville, lost the points lead there. He's only going to fall further in the points after this one. But there are going to be a multitude of drivers who are not going to be happy with Eli Bright after that one. Held up the race leader, Elijah Gordon. Dan Park had to run on the outside lane, and there was just no room for Dan Park to go. And Elijah Gordon almost got spun around there. Thankfully, he did not get wrecked. But Dan Park, that is a massive amount of points that he lost right there from that accident.
Well, that was a heck of a save there on the top side as Dan Park went around, though. Elijah Gordon, I don't know how in the world he got out of that virtually unscathed. Surely there's a few scrapes at least on that number 12, but look who benefited and got back into the lead. Owen freaking Miles. It's literally a duel between these two.
Well, we'll have to see if it's going to be between those two, because we got a lot of faces up front who are going to be forces to reckon with in this race, including Rakowski. You know, your pick to win this thing right there in the 5th position. And see where Stickler is on the racetrack. She's 18th, but still a huge opportunity for Rakowski to get right up there with Stickler in the points. It's going to get very interesting in terms of the championship. And this wreck's going to be interesting in terms of the championship because Alphabet got caught up in it from the back of the field. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the second caution of the night here in the Menard C25. A huge wreck in turn number 1 as Dan Park got sent around battling for the race lead. We'll see right here. Dan Park in the number 66 machine had a full head of steam on that outside lane, and Elijah Gordon, well, Gordon actually was able to watch out for Park there. He avoided him, but Park could not avoid Eli Bright, who was, I guess, trying to get out of the way there of Elijah Gordon. And that shot Park into the outside wall, came back down, and almost sent Elijah Gordon around. Gordon saved it. Great job for the number 12 machine there. Gordon's done an excellent job in this race with everything that's going on. And honestly, if it weren't for the fact that all these other trucks were coming in here, racing back to the line, that number 66 of Dan Park would have easily been able to avoid major contact. But you're going to see right here as they come in, Bartow right into him, Dale Lightning, Brandon Nelson going to get sent upside down. And that's nothing compared to the Christian Masters accident here in 2015 in the Turkey Hill Series when he flew into the air, but still not exactly what you want to see here at Chicagoland, even though we see it quite often at this racetrack. Christopher Alfie also getting sideswiped. That's going to hurt him in the points. And Bartow, of course, not a good run for him. And Bartow's teammate going to come in here. Number 73 is Silas Orta, right into his teammate, Trey Bartow, I do believe. And that's what's going to knock out Silas Orta in the rest of this race. Is he right there, right into the driver's door of his teammate. So not a good wreck there for North State Racing or Prince Racing. Both of their drivers going to get knocked out in this accident here midway through the race, or near the end of the race, I should say, here at Chicagoland.
So watching again here at full speed, you're going to see Bright go up into Park and just barely clip Gordon and scrape along the wall as he comes down, bam, into the field, and heavy contact and takes a bunch of other trucks out. Brandon Nelson and oh man, there's Orta coming in there and hitting his teammate Bartow in the door, and That basically brought an end to that vicious accident, and Owen Miles was able to lead the field around to the caution flag, and he's going to take back the lead of this race.
And we'll have to see what Owen Miles can do. Can he hold off the field with 7 laps to go? We'll find out in the Menards 225 at Chicagoland in the Turkey Hill Truck Series, season number 7. Let's get back to racing here from the Windy City. And we are back here at Chicagoland, and breaking news. Ergelarva Alonso has blown a motor. That's gotta hurt. Had a great run going for him, and that strong run at Martinsville is going to fall back a little bit more in the points for Alonso. It is one thing after another for Alonso. Had a nice year in the Cup Series, no doubt about it, and definitely looking forward to see what he does this year in the Cup Series, but right now, not looking too good here at Chicagoland for driver number 33. It's Owen Miles leading the field with Sebastian Kukulon. Number 12 machine of Elijah Gordon, Logan Williams, Joe Rutkowski, Isaac Nichols, Stuart Graham, Fisher G, Trey Smith, Colton Yo. That's the top 11. Top 10, I should say, is Alonso's out of the race, and we're back to racing here at Chicagoland. And Miles going to hold the inside as Kukulon could not cut back down. And there goes Gordon, the second, with Williams and Rutkowski following behind. And Gordon back with a run to the inside of Owen Miles, coming to 6 laps to go here at Chicagoland.
Logan Williams might have a shot there on the inside. Oh, he moves him up. They're going to be 3 wide going through turn 3 and 4. Gordon's going to try to work that middle lane, and Kukulon's right back there to have a chance. He could split between them. No, he's not going to be able to. As Miles leads that lap, Gordon's not going to give it up, though, on the inside. They're still side by side.
And Elijah Gordon going to do everything in his power to get this race victory here. A huge opportunity for the number 12 machine here tonight. Huge opportunity for Noah Clifton's team because Gratton's up there as well. Maybe not as much in contention as Gordon is, but Miles working an outside lane, continuing to hold off Elijah Gordon. Fisher G is up here, and Miles going to clear him from the outside.
Where did that run come from on the outside as Kukulon now is going to try to get to second? No, Elijah Gordon's going to fight back on the inside, and reigning champ Fisher G's right up there in the 4th position, and a huge mob behind a hornet's nest back there trying to chase down Owen Miles and potentially steal this race away as we're coming to 4 laps to go.
I think it's important to realize the tires are starting to wear out as well, so that might be part of the reason why Gordon could not work that inside lane the way he liked to. And also, you got Fisher G up here, who's looking for his first win in the Turkey Hill Truck Series since 2017. It's been that long. Yes, he won the championship last year, but like Josh said, did not win a race last season. He'd love to go to victory lane driving for himself here at Chicagoland. Gordon's going to have another opportunity on Miles here. He's going to have to push him up the racetrack. Gordon's got to run this time around. He's going to have to hit that inside lane. They're going to be side by side again for the race lead with 3 laps to go. Gordon's going to lead that lap here at Chicagoland.
And that's the furthest he's been. He's going to have the run going off into 1, and Miles is going to slip behind. Kukulon going to run up right behind the 99, and Fisher G right there potentially. No, I don't think he got as good an exit off of turn 2 as he would have needed to get up there and win this race. We're coming to 2 laps to go this time. They are running out of time as Gordon is trying to run away with this thing.
Owen Miles still has an opportunity, though, to get back to the inside of the number 12, but Elijah Gordon has the advantage as the race leader with 2 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Miles trying to hold on here. He may get surpassed by Kukulon here for second. That 98's looking pretty sporty right now as well. The top 3 have pulled away from the field. We're going to have to see if this 98 machine can have an opportunity for the race victory. Miles, he's going to try to work that middle line and move up to the back bumper of Gordon here in this final lap. White flag in the air at Chicagoland for Elijah Gordon. Will he get his first win in the trucks in quite some time? We're just going to have to see.
Oh, he's going to take a little higher. Nope. Owen Miles had to back off there as Elijah Gordon chopped him. They're going to be single file down the back straightaway. I think Elijah's got this thing.
He won the pole for this race, and he's looking to go flag to flag in terms of the pole and the race victory. And he's going to do it. Elijah Gordon going to grab the race victory here tonight in the Menards 225. Elijah Gordon wins at Chicagoland in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. How about a throwback right there? Gordon gets the race win here in the 10th race of the season.
Welcome back, Elijah Gordon. Welcome back to Victory Lane. What a run he put on there. A straight up barn burner for the top 5 there all race long. And at the end of it all, Elijah Gordon, the pole sitter, comes out on top.
And remember, he almost got caught up in that accident there with Dan Park. That could have taken him out of the race, but instead, he's going to go to Victory Lane in the Menards 225 at Chicagoland. And he came into this race 29th in points. I bet you he's going to be a little bit higher than that exiting this event here tonight. And kudos to his teammate, Stuart Gratton. Second top 10 of the season, but a solid run there for Gratton. And it did not fall through for him tonight, as he will finish inside the top 10. But Elijah Gordon, your race winner here from the Chicagoland Speedways. We take a look at the rest of the results right there. Owen Miles, Sebastian Kukulon, Fisher G, Trey Smith finishing in the top 5. Then Isaac Nichols, Joe Rutkowski. He's going to gain a few points on Stickler, 8 points to be exact, so it should be a 10-point lead heading into Saturday's race. You got Colton Yeo, Audra Baranowskis there, just outside the top 10. Forgot about Logan Williams and Stuart Gratton there. They also finished inside the top 10 as well. And we saw what happened there with that massive accident. Dale Lightning, Trey Bartow, Dan Park, Brandon Nelson, and then Silas Orta caught up in both incidents tonight, also getting knocked out from that one. And, of course, Eli Bright had his issue. He went 2 laps down, and Landon Smith Jr. also, I think, came down the pit lane near the end of that race. I saw him inside the top 10, and it appeared that he may have gone down to the apron with an issue, but he did still manage to finish on the lead lap here tonight at Chicagoland. But either way, Josh, how about that one from the Chicagoland Speedway? Thoughts on this race here with Elijah Gordon going to Victory Lane here?
I can see why y'all like Chicagoland, and that is exactly why I like Chicagoland too. This was a fun race for sure. It was awesome to see them battling there. It was a great drive by Elijah Gordon. Again, it has been a long time since he's won in the trucks. Great to see him back in Victory Lane there. Owen Miles tried everything he could from dominating the race early on. He tried to get back there at the end, but just not close enough. And just what a race. That was a fun one.
It definitely was. And I'm sure Elijah had a lot of fun watching that one as well, being up in that top 5 the entire night. But he had to earn it. Owen Miles was going after it right there, and Owen Miles also deserved to go to Victory Lane, but only one can go to Victory Lane, and Elijah Gordon got the best of him there at the end of the race. But either way, let's see. Let's see where our next race is going to be. I gotta look at the schedule here first, because I forgot what I had rescheduled everything to. I'm pretty sure the next race was supposed to be Armory Digital, but like I said, don't particularly want to do a Friday night race right after we do a Wednesday night race. Want to spread it out just a little bit. And actually, next race was going to be Talladega, so never mind. Armory Digital is going to be on Christmas Day. I moved that back quite a bit there. So, on Saturday, we're heading to Talladega for the Alabama 250 here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. That should be a great race on Saturday at noon Eastern Time, and that's going to really shake up the points. No doubt about it. That place is always wild and crazy, and we should have another good one there from that really, really fast and fun super speedway that we like to call Talladega. But either ways, thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Elijah Gordon for grabbing the race victory here tonight at Chicagoland. And on behalf of Josh Williamson, we'll see you next Saturday, or this Saturday, I should say, for the Talladega event here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I will see you guys later.